welcome back to the podcast playground. Our newest podcast is The Best Podcast.
Join Jay Carter and me, Vida Best, on The Best Podcast, where the dynamic duo brings you their insider secrets to everything wonderful.
Known for their discerning taste, the Best family has critiqued the finest in entertainment, technology, and lifestyle.
Now Jay and me dive deep into the top 5 everything, from the latest cell phones to affordable wines that won't break the bank.
So tell a friend, you've found the best podcast,
where every recommendation is a gem waiting to be uncovered. Tune in weekly for your dose of excellence.
Summer's definitely calling, and you're probably trying to figure out where to spend those vacation days.
We get it. There's so much info out there.
Exactly. So we've plunged into, expert recommendations and also what real travelers are saying.
Yeah, trying to give you a curated short list. The best U.S. summer escapes, basically.
We looked at a top travel guides list. There are 10 best places in the U.S. for summer travel.
And we also spent some time on Reddit, our travel forum, seeing what folks there recommended.
Right. So our mission today is to give you a shortcut, really, our top 5 picks.
Packed with the key activities, some insider tips, so you can plan that perfect trip.
First stop. It kind of screams summer getaway. Maui, Hawaii.
Oh, yeah. Just saying the name makes you think sunshine.
Totally. And our sources, well, they definitely agree. It's painted as that ultimate island escape, that aloha spirit.
And what's really cool about Maui, I think, is the variety. It's not just beaches.
Like the road to Hana. The guide raves about it.
Exactly. And it's not just a drive, It's like a whole adventure. Hiking to waterfalls.
Finding those hidden spots. Tasting fresh fruit along the way.
Definitely. And the tip there is start early. Beat the crowds, make a full day of it.
And for the early birds, or maybe the really dedicated catching the sunrise from Haleakala.
Yeah, the summit. Apparently, it's just unreal, seeing the light hit that volcanic landscape from 10,000 feet.
Wow. And then, of course, you've got the traditional luau experience. Food, music, hula.
A must-do, really.
Yeah.
It's such a great way to soak in the culture.
And the beaches. Can't forget the beaches. Kanapali, Wailea.
Napili Bay, too. Just classic spots to unwind.
But here's the catch, right? It's popular, especially in summer.
Absolutely. So the big takeaway, the insider tip, book your place to stay way ahead of time. Seriously.
Good advice. Okay, so from tropical Maui, let's pivot. A completely different vibe. Yellowstone National Park, Wyoming.
Yeah, a total natural wonderland. And summer is the time to go because everything's open. Roads, trails, the lot.
And this is where it gets exciting if you love wildlife.
Oh, definitely. Both the guide and Reddit talk about summer being prime time for spotting animals.
Like bears, elk.
Wolves, bison. The trick is go out at dawn or dusk. Those cooler hours.
Right, that's when they're most active. Imagine seeing a grizzly. From a safe distance, of course.
Of course. But it's an amazing opportunity. Great for photos or just, watching them.
And Yellowstone isn't just wildlife. It's those geothermal features. Old Faithful erupting.
It's like another planet sometimes, isn't it? Those crazy colored hot springs, the mud pots bubbling away.
So much to see. And for hikers.
Oh, huge range. Easy boardwalks around the geysers, or you can go for, serious backcountry stuff. Lots of options.
In camping, I imagine that's popular.
Hugely popular. Camping under the stars, there's something else. But again, same advice as Maui. Book it early. It fills up fast.
And the guide had some smart tips for crowds, too, right?
Yeah, basically hit the big famous spots like Old Faithful, either first thing in the morning or later in the afternoon. Avoid that midday rush.
Makes sense. And 2 really important reminders for anyone heading there.
Layers. Definitely pack layers. Mountain weather changes on a dime.
And bear spray. Crucial safety item. Don't go hiking without it.
Absolutely. So, think about what kind of trip you want. Maui is relaxation. Yellowstone is active nature. Very different.
Good point. Okay, let's head west now. Southern California, San Diego.
Ah, San Diego.
Yeah.
Great weather pretty much all the time, but the guide says summer is when it really, shines.
What makes it stand out?
I think it's that mix of city fun and amazing nature right there, like La Jolla Cove.
Oh, the sea lions. You can snorkel with them, right? Or just enjoy the views.
Exactly. And then you've got the San Diego Zoo, which is just world class. Huge place, tons of animals. Great for families.
That for that city vibe.
The Gas Lamp Quarter. It's a stores, but now it's buzzing. Restaurants, cool shops, nightlife.
And beaches. It is Southern California.
Oh, yeah. Plenty of choices. Pacific Beach for surfing, maybe. Coronado for just chilling on that wide sand.
Mission Beach, too, with the boardwalk and amusement park vibe.
Right. something for every beach style. And the guide mentioned summer events too, like Comic-Con, which is massive.
And the Del Mar horse races.
Yeah,
Adds another layer.
definitely. So San Diego, it seems like it works for, couples, families, even if you're traveling solo. Very versatile.
Okay, from SoCal Sun, let's travel east. Completely different feel again. Charleston, South Carolina.
Historic charm meets coastal relaxation. That's how the guide puts it.
Sounds lovely. What are the highlights?
Well, there's some real gems. Magnolia Plantation and Gardens, for instance.
Yeah.
It's one of America's oldest public gardens. Just beautiful and loads of history.
And there's a beach nearby, too.
Yeah, Folly Beach. It's more laid back, kind of a surf town vibe, but really close to downtown Charleston. Best of both worlds.
And the city itself.
Oh, the Charleston City Market is a must. Local crafts, those amazing sweetgrass baskets you see.
These other snacks and treats, I bet.
For sure. And just walking those cobblestone streets in the historic district, looking at the architecture.
Yeah.
It feels like stepping back in time.
And the food. Low country cuisine.
Yes. Shrimp and grits, she crab soup. You have to indulge. It's part of the experience.
So Charleston sounds like a place to slow down, enjoy the atmosphere, that southern hospitality.
Exactly. A really nice pace for a summer getaway, the guide suggests.
All right, our final pick from the top 5, heading north to Montana, Glacier National Park.
Ah, Glacier. A nature lover's dream, basically. Cooler temps in the summer, which can be nice. Stunning scenery.
And maybe less crowded than some other big parks.
That's what the guide suggests, yeah. Still busy, but maybe not quite Yellowstone levels.
What are the absolute must-dos there?
Going to the Sun Road, it's just epic. The views are unbelievable. You need to check if it's fully open, though. Sometimes snow lingers late.
Good tip. And for hikers?
The Grinnell Glacier Trail is famous. It's tough. Definitely a full-day hike, like 6, 8 hours maybe. But the payoff, seeing the glacier, is incredible.
Wow. What if you want something a bit more relaxed?
Boat tours on Lake McDonald are perfect for that. Just sit back, glide across the water, soak in those huge mountain views.
Sounds amazing. And wildlife potential.
Oh, yeah. Mountain goats are pretty common. Moose, maybe bighorn sheep. And grizzly bears are there, too. So, again, be bear aware.
Always. And ranger programs. Are those worthwhile?
Definitely. The guide highlights them. It's a great way to learn more about the geology, the plants, the animals, everything that makes Glacier special.
So Glacier sounds like the perfect cool-down trip. Escape the heat, get into that crisp mountain air.
Totally. Great for adventurers who love rugged, dramatic landscapes.
Okay, so that's the top 5 according to the travel guide. Maui, Yellowstone, San Diego, Charleston, Glacier. Quite a mix.
A really good mix, yeah. But what about the real travelers? Let's check in with those Reddit discussions on travel.
Right, because the original poster there was looking for that blend, city and nature, maybe focusing on the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, and it's interesting how much Seattle came up. People on Reddit really recommended it as a base.
Because you can get to Mount Rainier pretty easily.
Yeah.
And Olympic National Park.
Exactly. Both are relatively close. Though some users did point out Olympic is huge. Getting to different parts, like the coast versus the rainforest, takes time. You need to plan that driving.
Good practical advice. San Francisco also got mentioned a lot, didn't it?
It did. Another West Coast hub. The appeal there seemed to be access to Yosemite. Driving down to Big Sur, seeing the giant redwoods.
So, again, that city experience plus epic nature nearby seems like a popular combo.
Very popular. And zooming out, just the Pacific Northwest in general, the PNW got tons of positive mentions on Reddit for summer travel.
Not just Seattle and Portland, Oregon.
No, people mentioned places further afield, too. Even crossing the country. Portland, Maine came up, and Acadia National Park. So East Coast options were discussed, too.
Interesting. What about Memphis? That was the original user's idea, linked to Graceland.
Yeah, that sparked some debate. The main thing was the heat. Lots of warnings about how hot and humid Memphis gets in summer.
So maybe not ideal for extensive outdoor stuff.
Probably not. Several people suggested if you're in Tennessee in summer and want nature, head east to the Smoky Mountains instead. Much cooler. Obviously very scenic.
Makes sense. Did any other cities get a strong recommendation on Reddit?
Chicago. Quite a few people chimed in enthusiastically about Chicago in the summer.
Really? What did they highlight?
The food scene, definitely. All the architecture, museums, sightseeing, Millennium Park, baseball. Apparently, summertime cheese, a real vibe.
Huh, good to know. So, wrapping up this deep dive then, we've covered a lot of ground.
We have. Those top 5. Maui for tropical bliss, Yellowstone for wild nature.
San Diego for sun and city, Charleston for charm and history, Glacier for cool mountain majesty.
And weaving in those Reddit insights hopefully gives you a fuller picture. You know, the practical stuff, what other travelers think.
We really hope this helps cut through the noise, gives you that shortcut to being informed, and maybe sparks an idea for your next summer trip.
Yeah, whether you're leaning towards beaches, mountains, cities, nature, there are amazing options.
So the question for you is, which of these places caught your eye? What kind of summer adventure are you dreaming up right now?
And hey, if you enjoyed this exploration, if you want more curated knowledge like this, definitely subscribe to The Best Podcast.
Absolutely. Subscribe so you don't miss out. And our final thought for you today. With so many incredible places across the U.S., what hidden summer gem will you uncover next?